Hello, everybody. Let's start the lesson today. It's Math Course 1, Saxon Lesson 103. We're looking at perimeter of complex shapes. What's a complex shape? A complex shape is not a square or a rectangle or a triangle or a circle or a rhombus or any of those types of shapes. A complex shape, simply put, has multiple sides, but it won't be just a regular shape. Like this, for example, would be considered a complex shape. This is a complex shape. These are considered regular shapes. So regular shapes are different in that they have consistent sides and consistent angles. This one has inconsistencies. You could have another complex shape that might be something like this. That's a complex shape. We can determine how long this side is, and this side, and this side, and this side. We can determine how long each of these sides are. And when we figure that out, we can find out what the perimeter of this complex shape is. So some sides sometimes won't be labeled, but we can find the perimeter of any complex shape if we know some of the sides. And you just add or subtract as needed to find the length of those sides. Sometimes it helps to use two different colors and then trace over all horizontal lines in one color and trace over all vertical lines in another color. For example, if you have 4 inches here, we have 3 horizontal lines, and we have, looks like we have 1, 2, 3 vertical lines. So if in the end you're not looking at it and notice that you have a couple of different situations here where you've got this 10-inch side could be transferred up here to 10 inches as well. So this would be the same as 10 minus 4. So this length right here that we don't know, we now know. If we take that 10 inches minus this 4 inches, because if you notice, this blue side right here, this side right here is the equivalent to this right here if we went all the way over here. But this little space is unknown. This is an unknown. This section right here, we don't know how long that is, but we can determine that length by looking at this 10 inches and this 4 inches. And that's where you get this 10 minus 4 equaling this m, which is basically what that missing piece is right there. You see that? This m, this distance right here, m, equals that piece that's missing. The same can happen over here on the 8 inches and the 2 inches. You got 2 inches here. We don't know what this space is. We don't know what this length is, but we do know what this length is. And if we take this 8 inches and transfer it directly over here, we see that we have 8 minus 2 equaling that n. So that 8 minus the 2 equals the n. That means we know that this n equals 6 inches. We know that that m also equals 6 inches. And now we can do the perimeter by adding up all the sides. We had this side right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides that we're adding up to get the total perimeter of that complex shape. Okay, let's look at this complex shape. So we're missing a few pieces here. We don't know what B is, and we don't know what A is. So let's just start off with, let me use a different color for, as they suggested. Let's say B is a horizontal line. So let's say this horizontal distance right here is the unknown. We don't know how far that is. We do know how far this horizontal line is. It's 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters it says right here. And we also know what this horizontal line is. We can see that it's 7. So if I was to transfer this 7 up here, I now see that this distance right here, this piece that's missing, is going to be 7 minus the 3, because from here all the way to here is 7. You see that? That 7 is from this position. So if I was to bring this up and start it off here and then go all the way across, that position, that's going to be 7 minus that 3. So that means this B, I've determined what that means. It's going to be B equals 4 centimeters. So B equals 4 centimeters. Let's use red for the A. That's the vertical position right here. We've got to determine what this distance is. We don't know what it is, but we know how much this one is. So look at this. This is a nice 90-degree angle right here. So that means it goes straight across. I can say that this side plus this side is going to be equal to this side. So that means that I've got 6 minus this 4. 6 minus 4 centimeters equals 2 centimeters. So that means A equals 2 centimeters. What if the question asks, what's the perimeter? Well, the perimeter then is just this. I have this 6 centimeters plus this 7 centimeters plus this 4 centimeters plus this 4 centimeters plus this 2 centimeters plus this 3 centimeters. So if I do that, that's 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 4 more is 17, plus 4 more is 21, plus 2 is 23. So the perimeter of the complex shape is 23 centimeters all the way around this complex shape. So if we started, let's say right here, and we went this way, it'd be 6, 13, 17, 21, 23, and 25. Wow, good thing I did that again. Be 25 centimeters. I must have missed one of those. So the perimeter equals 25 centimeters, not 23. So just keep that in mind. You're just adding up all those sides. It's not 23. Just made an addition error there. Let me double check it. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 4 is 17, plus 4 more is 21, plus 2 is 23, plus 3, did I make another error? 26 centimeters. Wow, how many times am I going to make an error there? All right, it happens. I feel like I need to add it again. 6 plus 7 makes 13, plus 4 makes 17, plus 4 more makes 21, plus 2 makes 23, plus 3 makes 26. Perimeter equals 26. All right, moving on. Let's try this one. So it looks like I'm missing an N here. I don't know what N is or M. So in that case, I just need to recognize that I'm going to do the horizontal lines. These two horizontal lines will add up to this horizontal line down here. So all my horizontal lines. So if I've got 10 minus the 4, I know what M is. M equals 6 inches. For the vertical lines, let me just pick a different color here. Let's say I've got to do this 8 plus this, or subtract from this 2, will equal this N right here. So 8 minus 2 equals 6 inches. So that piece right here is 6 inches. This is 2, that's 10. Now let's try this again. Let's say if we're doing the perimeter, we're starting right here. If we're starting in this perimeter position and we're moving around here, that's 4. Plus 6 is 10. Plus 6 more is 16. Plus 2 is 18. Plus 10 more is 28. Plus 8 would make 36. So the perimeter equals 36 inches for this complex shape. Okay, let's try these two for you guys. So go ahead and answer A here. What is the perimeter? What's the perimeter going to equal for this? Okay, so you have two unknowns. First one is this, and I need to recognize that I've got a vertical line here, 12 centimeters, and I've got another vertical line here of a known value of 5 centimeters. 12 minus 5 equals 7. That means this piece is 7 centimeters. From here up to here is 12. See how it equals the other side? I also need to find out what this side is, what its value is. I've got a 3 centimeters here, an unknown horizontal, and 8 centimeters here. If I have 8 minus 3, that's 5 centimeters. Now, if I was to just add up all those sides, I'd end up with, in this case, let's just say, let me start right here, and I'm going to move this way. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 3 is 20, plus 12 is 32, plus 8 is 40. The perimeter equals 40 centimeters. All right, let's do B. What's the perimeter of this complex shape? All right, again, so I've got some unknown values here. Let's say this vertical line right here is unknown. I know this vertical line is 7 millimeters. It says it right here. And I know this vertical line is 15 millimeters. So now I just need to take that 15 minus 7, which gives me the 8 millimeters. And then I need to determine what the other missing element is, which is this horizontal line is unknown. But I do know this horizontal line is 20 millimeters. And I know this horizontal line is 16 millimeters. So 20 minus 16 equals this, which would be 4 millimeters. Now I just start in one position and I work my way around. If I was going to start right here and work my way around, this is 20, plus 7 is 27, plus 4 is 31, plus 8 is 39, plus 16 is, let's see, 39 plus 10 is 46, plus 9 is 15, so that'd be 55, and 55 plus 15 would be 70. So the perimeter of this value should be 70 millimeters. And I just want to double check that again. I'm going to do the math. Let me choose, let's say 4 and 16 is 20. And then let's do plus that, it'd be 40, that'd be 55. So that'd be 40. And then if I had 15, 55 plus 15 would be 70, right? Okay, here's your quiz. What's the perimeter of this figure? Remember, this is an unknown space right here. This is an unknown space. And so is this. This is an unknown space here. So don't forget to determine what those are. On this one, it looks like this is an unknown space. And this is an unknown space. So you have to determine those before you move forward with what the perimeter is by adding up all the sides. On this one, it looks like the unknown space is this line right here. And the other unknown space looks like this line right here. So you have to determine what those lengths are. On this one, it looks like the unknown space is here. And I guess the other unknown space, well, one way or another, it might be this one. It's probably this one. Okay, go ahead and do that by midnight. Have a great night.